Whoops. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Again, more blocked scenes, so I apologize. There won't be any visuals as far as I know. I listened back on my previous video, and apparently you could still hear the game audio, so I apologize for singing over Hazuki's beautiful singing voice. So yeah, let's get right into it. And we might as well look around. The cops inside look busy answering the phones. I should quickly move on before I make eye contact with any of them. Kisoji Station. It's not the big city, but this place can get pretty hectic at times. I'm gonna talk with Hazuki. Welcome back. Any progress? No, I haven't moved a muscle. Do you want to switch partners? No. Not right now. Huh? So you're okay with this? Well, I guess that's fine. Please don't be sad, Hazuki. You'll be back soon. Don't see anyone at the bus stop. Okay, let's just go. Towards Kentucky. And we're gonna see this little shrine thingy. It's a small shrine. It's got a Jizo standing in it. Something's wrapped in front of the Jizo. The label says it's Kentucky manju. These manju taste horrendous, but man, if they don't have an amazing selection of flavors. I put back the manju. What, you're not going to take it with you? I won't stoop to stealing offerings. A poster advertising a sale in the shopping district. The words on the poster urge people to come. In celebration of the 16th night, this shopping district's holding our annual Izayoi sale. A big sale, huh? Guess they call the 16th night Izayoi. Alright. A soft drink vending machine. Nothing looks to be sold out. Wonder if they ever need to restock. I think this sign's made of wood. There's a cartoon octopus drawn on it. Seeing how some parts are almost illegible, the store might actually be pretty old. The back of the pillar is covered in lame graffiti. Is that... what's this? Looks like a clock store that's been around a long time. Sign's so weathered that it's hard to read. I guess that's everything I can interact with here. So move forward. Choo-choo. The crossing's open. Finally. This thing makes you wait forever after it closes. Hurry. It'd suck if it closes on us again before we get across. But I want to look around, Akira. There's a flower offering by the crossing. I wonder if someone passed away here. The flowers look fresh. Must have been offered by someone recently. The crossing gate rod is scratched as if something rubbed against it. I can hear the far-off clatter of the train. It's a beautiful condo that was built recently. I don't sense anyone moving inside. Maybe they're sleeping or they're not home yet. The trees on the side of the road are rustling in the wind. Okay, go forward. Bark, bark. Something's crying from over by the fence. Do they have a dog over there? Please no jump scares. Oh god. Ugh. It's okay, it was just a ghostly figure like that baby. There are yellow and black reflectors wrapped around the telephone pole. A closer look reveals marks that kind of look like scratches. It's eerily quiet. I wonder if it's because of the rumors these past few days. It's a shared garbage area for apartments. I open the lid and dig through the trash, but there isn't anything particularly interesting. Okay, go forward, I guess. So, we've been walking a while now. Is it me, or is security a lot more lax than expected? Well, it works for us, though you have to wonder if they could really keep the peace like this. Keep the peace, says the guy who disrupts the peace. What are you talking about? It's thanks to people like me that they even have jobs. It's an arrangement that's mutually beneficial. What a terrible world we live in. Now, just who made it like this? Right then. Is someone there? A cop appears out of nowhere by the side of the parking lot. Did he time that? The cop's smile looks rather forced. What are you doing here so late? Oh, yeah, we're just... There's been a rash of dangerous, disturbing cases lately. You shouldn't wander around. I've seen the recent crime scene myself. It was gruesome. Mind if I ask you a few things? And I like to see some form of ID, just as a precaution. Not good. My record's not exactly clean. I've been busted once before for a fight. It'd be a problem if he finds out my name. Gonna have to dodge his questions somehow. A lot of people are reporting crazy supernatural things to the station for some reason. Seriously, the police aren't shamans. We don't deal with ghosts and the like. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you cooperate. Weird. The cop's being really talkative. Maybe he doesn't like this sort of thing. Okay. Point to the distance. Hey, what's that over there? In a bid to distract him, I point to a spot far away that's too dark to see clearly. You mean the intersection? I'm not seeing anything there. No, further back, by the pole at the intersection past that. Hey, come now, you can't see that far. You shouldn't make things up. This guy doesn't look it, but he's a pro athlete. His eyesight's incredible. So I don't doubt he's seen something. What was it then? You're not going to say you saw a ghost, are you? No way. There's no such thing as ghosts. Well, care to tell us what you saw? I don't know. The cop looks at me, his eyes twitching. I say there was a strange dog. It was a weird dog. A weird dog? Weird how? Can't say for sure as the thing ran off, but it didn't have one. Didn't have what? He gulps loudly. A head. Huh? You mean... Are you sure the incident isn't getting to you? That's probably it, yeah. It's not possible. I'm sure you just saw a regular dog. There's no freaking way there's a headless dog running around. Sounds like he's trying to convince himself. His face is paled. I think so too, but... So it's only a dog. You're just mistaken. There's no other explanation. Oh, how about we move to the station? I mean, we can't relax here, can we? There's a chance the strange dog you saw might come out again. He's pretending to be fine, but the trembling voice and pale face are a dead giveaway. Maybe if I put the scare in him some more, he won't stay focused enough to question us. But if I go too far, it might snowball into a big deal. Stare behind him. Hold up. I fix my gaze over the cop's shoulder.
What? Is there something there?
He quickly spins around to look behind him.
Well, I thought I saw something again.
You mean over by that house with the red roof? There's a dark shadow near its gate. It's a little fuzzy, but it looks kind of like a dog. The gate's hiding it, so I can't see what the head looks like.
Enough, alright? You guys are good to go. Hurry on home, okay? Don't take any detours.
With his voice shaking almost as much as he is, the cop leaves us at a fast clip.
That was close.
Thank God that cop was a wuss. Normally a lie like that would be easily seen through. I'm sure me playing along helped. So, what do you think about acting? Hollywood should be knocking down my door, don't you think?
You wouldn't even get cast in a middle school play.
Take that, Amanumi. While we're joking around, I hear footsteps from behind. Did the cop come back? I cautiously turn and...
Seems like there was some trouble.
It's Marahashi. He's holding a paper bag that he didn't have earlier. I eye it closely. Probably has a lot of manju in there.
Oh, this? Thought you might need some, so I brought some Kentucky manju. Why are you here? Did you... I'm really sorry. I got curious, so I followed you. Please don't hurt me.
If he's followed us this far, I doubt he'd turn back even if we told him to.
Guide us then. This is your hometown, right? Oh, thank you, Kichima. I, Marahashi, will not fail to guide you. Speaking of, how far is this Kentucky Tower place from here? You're almost there, actually. You see that transmission tower over there?
I squint and look into the dim sky. There's a hazy outline of a giant metal tower.
So that's it.
What's this? A public fire extinguisher in a metal case. Don't tell me you're gonna take that thing with you. It's bulky and it'd only get in the way.
Relax, I'm just checking it out.
Please don't jump scare me. Okay. It's a shared garbage area for apartments. Open the lid and take a look inside. At the bottom is a plastic bag filled with empty glass bottles.
Nothing looks useful in here.
An address is written on the telephone pole. Kentucky 4th District, number 12. Guess that's the address of this street. The steel tower appears faint, so far away. Watching it stand in the dark, I'm hit with an intimidating aura that I don't feel during the day. Bark, bark. Okay, let's go. It's a small wooden mini shrine. There's a sign next to it explaining its origin. This must be the old mini shrine we heard about. Now what should I do? Offering. There's a small plate for placing offerings in front of the mini shrine.
May as well test out that rumor. Hey, Marahashi. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Hand me one of the manju you brought. Sure thing. Here you go.
He pulls a Kentucky manju from his paper bag and hands it to me. Once I've got it, I go to place it on the offering plate.
What is this?
When I look closer at the plate, there are weird things scattered around it.
That better not be something gross. What is it, Akira?
I stick my nose close, but it doesn't smell like much of anything. It takes a bit of staring, but I finally realize what it used to be.
It's a manju.
The mess there is unrecognizable remains of The mess there is the unrecognizable remains of what had been a manju. The red bean paste inside had squirted out in uncanny resemblance to intestines.
Damn, that's surprising. It's just a manju. The manju got back at you for talking shit about it.
Some kind soul must have offered a manju before we did. Crows or rats probably got at it. Those things literally eat anything.
Probably.
Focus. I placed the manju on the small plate.
Doesn't look like Kubitaro's coming.
We all glance around, but nothing looks different.
Well, obviously. Rumors are just that, after all. Maybe it was walking the dog part.
No, we don't know yet. It was the same with the Rashma woman. Nothing happened right after I threw the rock, but she actually... A summery, lukewarm breeze blows between the transmission tower and the nearby homes.
I swear Did I just feel a gaze on me? Or was I imagining it? Something the matter, Kichima? Your face kind of froze there. No, it's nothing.
Now we... wait, I messed up, didn't I? I'm just gonna pray. Huh, for real? You seriously want to do that?
Well, you know, formalities.
Akira, you're unexpectedly religious.
Can't exactly fault me for it.
Anyone in a situation like mine would be the same. If bowing my head will get me help from God or Buddha, I'll bow as many times as I need to.
Well, if that makes you feel better, then I'll do it with you.
We will line up next to each other and bow our heads to the mini shrine. Nothing really feels any different, but I fulfilled my duty. Let's look at the sign now. Something's written on the sign in thin letters. The thing's smudged and hard to read, but it looks like the origin of the mini shrine is explained. It says, "A sacred tree called the Kintoki Cedar used to be here. The Cedars were two brothers called Taro Kintoki and Jiro Kintoki. The one here was Taro. It says both brother Cedars are gone now, with only this mini shrine left."
I see. So that's why the transmission tower is called Kintoki Tower. A bit bland for a sacred tree replacement, but I guess they wanted to pass the name down. Then they left the mini shrine in place of the tree. Everyone's afraid of the wrath of gods. After all, they say the Kintoki Cedars had some crazy-ass powers. Crazy-ass powers, you say? Like what? Is it a legend of a man accomplishing a great deed, or still illness being cured? Well, my granny says... Apparently the two sacred trees gave divine protection from the lightning. Ever since the trees were cut down, there have been more lightning strikes and electrical accidents. Well, that's just stupid. If lightning strikes stopped because of tree powers, then we wouldn't have needed Ben Franklin. What's he got to do with this? Well, maybe someday you'll realize. It's not important right now. So, Maruhashi, are there any other odd legends? I don't know anymore. When I was a squirt, they just told me to not play around here or even talk about it. But they also said to not go near the well, but, well, that's common sense.
The well, huh? The well is probably dry, but someone's still maintaining it. Let's go. But first, let's make a save. Okay, now let's look at the well. An old well that's been closed with a concrete lid. There's a chain over the lid sealing it tight. Could be they don't want people falling in. Well, that was pointless. An old lamppost. The light is weak. It's not enough to light up the path at night. When I shine the light at the metal wires, I can see some parts have been snipped. I wonder if someone messed around with them as a prank. The curved mirror is clouded by dirt and exhaust gas, and sections of paint are faded away. Do I just go back? Or... I'm gonna look at the well one more time. I guess I just go back? Hello? A man screams from somewhere close by. What's that? Let's go. Instinct has me running before I realize it. I dash around a few corners and bolt through the alley. The cop can only let out strangled noises. What's he staring at? What's swinging without a breeze? A headless dog hangs from a pole. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
How the... holy...
The others catch up to me only moments later, all eyes fixed on the horrific dog corpse. Hey you, what the hell happened? Screw the guy being a cop. I demand answers from the terrified man.
X head can't have mine.
Head? Hey, did you see Kibutaro?
An axe, large man, took the head, went to the transmission tower.
He screams loudly. It's like he's remembering exactly what he witnessed of Kibutaro. No doubt everyone living around here just heard that. Damn, Akira! They'll call the police. Let's get out of here. A quick nod and I take off in a sprint toward the transmission tower. Where's Kibutaro? Quickly glancing around every corner yields no one who looks remotely correct. Shit. It takes a while, but Amano and Maruhashi eventually catch up.
You run too fast. Did you find Kibutaro?
No, no sign of him.
That's so. I have to say, I'm kinda glad he's not here. Kibutaro, he's more insane than I ever imagined. That dog, the head.
Don't remind me. Running full speed's already got me feeling sick.
What is it, Kijima? Why are you sniffing around like that?
Kinda smells like blood.
Oh, really? I don't smell anything.
I place full trust in this guy's senses. He's like a Superman, at least physically. We've checked that place earlier, but there's no harm in looking more time. Things are gonna start moving fast soon after because of that dog thing. We don't have much time, so hurry. And, an old well that's been closed with a concrete lid. There's a chain over the lid, sealing it tight. When I take a closer look at the seal of the well... Huh, what's that weird smell? It's coming from behind the well. I slide my fingers over and behind the well to examine it, when suddenly I feel a slimy sensation. I'm hearing something that sounds like a children's song. A dog is whining, like it's afraid of something.
Head to the Great Tower, Kentucky, on the 15th night Off to the great Taro, Kentucky, to make Dad feel better.
The voice is singing rather joyfully, but the presence I feel on my skin is the icy cold touch of sadness.
Head to the great Taro, Kentucky, on the 15th night.
I heave deep breaths over and over. My heart won't stop pounding.
Hey, you okay? Did you use your power? Shit. There was blood on the back of the well and I accidentally touched it.
What did you see?
No idea, but I heard a song.
A song?
Head to the great Taro, Kentucky on the 15th night. A children's song. The lyrics went something like that.
Maybe it's referring to some old custom where people pray to the trees on the 15th night. The phrasing's definitely like a children's song.
Yeah, you're right.
But strangely, I don't feel entirely convinced that it's just a children's song. The emotion I picked up from touching the blood was cold and sad.
That wasn't the only thing I heard. There was a dog growling. This blood must be from the dog that was killed.
That means there's a dog head inside the well. I'm of half a mind to open it and check, but I doubt we have time for that right now. That incident earlier, the cops will be here soon. If the cops find us, they'll want to question us, and it'll all become a big mess.
Yeah, we can check again tomorrow. Let's make ourselves scarce before the cops come.
We head off at a run down the path that takes us back to the residential area. Welcome back. You look pale. What happened? I recap everything for her. The disaster that might be caused by Kubitaro, and the odd sound I heard through bloodmetry. As she listens, her concern melts into curiosity. Traces of Kubitaro and a mysterious children's song. It's all sounding so bizarre. I wanted to go too.
I'd have been perfectly happy if you'd gone instead. Then I wouldn't have had to see the corpse of a headless dog.
Maybe I'm glad I didn't after all.
Oh, pardon me. It seems things are going on down at the station.
I glance over at the police station. A bunch of people have been passing through the doors. Someone must have heard the scream and called the cops. The town's gotta be crawling with cops. We can't investigate with things like this.
Guess we'll have to call it for today.
Alright. Let's meet tomorrow at the usual time and place. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have plans.
Oh, sir, wait for me. Oh, that's right, Kijima. You can have these.
Maruhashi shoves a paper bag full of Kentucky manju at me.
What the? Okay, I'm off.
I should get going soon myself. I'd like to head back with you part of the way, but I have to stop by the agency. I need to discuss work with my manager.
What are you working on right now?
Well, you know, summer things. Like shows that bring in idols in swimsuits to play sports in the pool.
Sounds amazing.
Of course a boy would think that. But for those who have to do it, it's hard. There are guys who try to take weird pictures. Alright, good night.
The creeps.
They head off in separate directions, leaving me standing with a paper bag.
Guess I'll head home.
Do I just go on home? I don't look around anywhere? Okay. Do 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 do.
My phone. No number. Someone pranking me.
Oh, you good?
The hell was that?
And now a text. May as well open the message. Date 8622XX. From D-Man. Subject D-Mail number 1. One who explores the untapped world. I am D-Man. Don't be afraid. We'll start with finding Oop Arts. The Bible we explore is all love. Then business can get underway. I sincerely hope that I can welcome you as a new comrade. Huh? The hell? D-Man. This whole thing's too elaborate for a prank. I think Oop Arts was the name of some kind of weird magazine about UFOs or something. Might find it in a convenience store. D-Mail. Text from D-Man might show up sometimes. Use the hints in them to examine your surroundings. When you search the correct location, you'll gain a D card. You can check them out in the spirit file. Try and look for the first D card. And we're going into this convenience store. I'll ask and see if they got the magazine. Nobody here. They in the bathroom? Oh well, I can find it on my own. Oh, that's it? There's only one copy left of the magazine I'm after on the rack. When I open it, important notice catches my eye. Thank you for your continued support of this magazine. Since you guys can't see it, I'll describe what the cover looks like. So on the very top of the cover, we have bonus Nostra Rabbit Tail Charm, recommended by Editor M, which I'm assuming is my girl, Moe Watanabe. Oop Art Special, the spirits which will bring the prophesized end. Urban Legends and Spirits of Tokyo, the Untold Legend of the Doll. Mary? New Occult Magazine, Oop Arts, A Door to a World You Never Knew. August edition, number 99. Spirits, Legends, Supernatural Cryptids, Aliens, Conspiracies. Attention, a request regarding the incidents involving spirits. And under that we have a small picture of Hanayome as the cover art for the previous game, Deathmark. And in the center we have silhouettes of all the previous bosses, I think. I can't tell if Hanahiko's there, but we have Shimio, the big fat one. There's Hanayome next to him, because there's a veil, and it looks like the last one's Mary, because you can see a hat and her hair in the silhouette, I believe. It's been brought to our attention that customers have found cards inserted in every issue. Please note our company has not been including any cards either as bonuses or extras. These cards are in no way affiliated with our magazine. We ask for your understanding and cooperation in this matter. As I finish reading, I notice a strange card tucked between the pages. Is this the card they were talking about? I flip it over to see what's written on it. Spirit Memoirs 1-1. D-Man, congratulations on your first D card. To help you believe me, here's a little about myself. How much do you know about the urban legend of D-Man? Rumor has it, an occult magazine called Monthly Oop Arts sometimes encloses a small item for inexplicable reasons. It's said that those cards contain info on several spirits. This information comes from D-Man. That's right, it's yours truly. What's the purpose of these cards? An extraordinary man like yourself may have already realized. The seekers of the untapped world. These cards help me offer my knowledge and recruit those with potential to join me. This is by no means mandatory, as this is just fluff compared to the fate you're facing right now. But if you're interested, I'm willing to offer something related from my memoirs. To start, a story about one of my acquaintances, a Mr. K from H City. Showcase your talent to the fullest and dive into the unknown. Signed, D-Man. What's with this card? This is pretty involved for a dumb prank. And how the hell they text me? If it's a joke, it's not funny. I shouldn't even be pulling it along. Who in the world is this D-Man guy anyway? D-cards. You obtained a D-card. When future texts from D-Man arrive, try to use their hints to find cards. Each D-card can only be attained immediately after the text is received. Okay, so now we leave the store. A text. I open up the message. Subject, email number 2. Great, you're natural. You'll have no problems with the next one. Search the red monster that devours paper. At this location will be the appropriate analysis record. I'll be contacting you regularly from now on. Stay healthy. D-Man again? Man, this guy's persistent. Okay, we're going back. I think... the mailbox here. I search inside the mailbox and my fingers bump into something. Obtain D card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Sorry. A case revolving around the rumors of the mark from a few years ago in Tokyo's H-City. It said the mark is a curse. Those with the dog bite like bruise face a suspicious death or go missing. By the time I visited H-City after the case, the rumor was very much reality. I followed the traces of several supernatural phenomena. The mark's curse is inflicted after encountering a spirit associated with H-City legends, so I visited several haunted places that piqued my interest. I'll spare you the details as another memoir, Death Mark, recorded them all, but each spot was associated with death and fear. A suicide woods, an abandoned school, etc. I ended up at a large mansion. That's where I met Kay, who I now consider a good friend. Our similar backgrounds caused us to hit it off. I heard all about the case and its conclusion from him. Mr. K highly regards my spirit information network, and I promised to research 2 names for him. Liza and Leonard. Signed, D-Man. What's this D-Man guy doing all this for? Whatever. I better head back. I solved D-Man's riddle, so I head home feeling pretty satisfied with myself. I haven't eaten since noon, so I check the contents of my refrigerator. I have some pork that's still good. Maybe I'll make some stir-fry. Now that I'm full, I'm starting to feel drowsy. Tomorrow's gonna be busy, so going to bed early seems like a good plan. It's Amanome. It's late. What do you want? Kubataro makes you too scared to sleep? Shut it. Bon called me. That journalist. What'd he say? He wants to meet us at Shinza Station, right now. What a pain, just as I was about to go to bed. And why'd you call me? It's obvious. I want to bum a ride on that bike you always talk about. Why me? It's the fastest way there. Plus, you'd be a good bodyguard. When members of the family work, you have to be curious about Bon, too. He knew about spirits. Actually, I'm outside your place right now. Hurry up and get out here. Don't keep me waiting. Guess I don't have a choice. May as well go. Yo, long time no talk. Let's get going. Here, your payment. Amanome tosses me a canned drink like usual. Tonkatsu drink? Where do you find these nasty things? All my friends know of my hobby. Some try to curry favor by sending me gifts from other places. My stomach's already full of pork. Well, you don't have to drink it now. Take your time to savor the flavor tomorrow. I want to know what you think of it. Sure. You look pleased. I'm glad to see you seem to like it. Anyway, let's be on our way. Amanome pops on the spare helmet and smoothly climbs on behind me. Having ridden before, he takes less time than Hazuki had. Alright, take me to Shinja Station. Broom broom. I drive down the empty road heading toward the center of the Shinza ward. The bright building in front of me, Moon Tower, points me in the correct direction. Shinza Station is right by it. I'm kinda sleepy. The day's fatigue plus a full stomach have made my eyelids heavy. I really should have had a cup of coffee or something before I left. My back is suddenly smacked from behind. Must be trying to keep me awake. We've known each other for so long that Amanome can just tell these things. It's been 10 years, huh? I was a mess back in those days, back before Aunt Natsumi took me in. We had no money, and everything always felt like it was falling apart. All I had was anger. The only way I knew how to get rid of it was fighting. It didn't matter to me who I fought. A cop, an upperclassman, a son of the Yakuza. I picked fights with them all. Somehow in the end, that son of the Yakuza, Seiji Amanome, decided he liked me. I've always thought I'd probably just hit him too hard on the head. Been hanging out ever since. Amanome and I are complete opposites. He disguises his true dark Yakuza self behind an outgoing friendly mask, while I'm a loner musclehead who hates drawing attention to myself. Even our clothing preferences are opposites. He goes for white and I only wear black. The only thing I can figure that we share is our lack of common sense. We're both broken in some way. The low rumble of the engine echoes through the vacant business district. We're almost to Moon Tower. When we reach Shinza Station, I park my bike and head toward the meeting spot. The place Bond picked out is a raised passageway nearby. It's packed with pedestrians during the day, but right now it's completely empty. I can see the Moon Tower rising out from the darkness when I peer through the metal fence. I had people looking into Bond, but as a guy who deals with society's underbelly, he's careful. Even I couldn't obtain his address. You almost sound happy about that. It seems to be a guy worth crushing. I wonder what he wants, though. He was surprisingly concerned about what we were doing at Yamato Shrine. Let's hope he tells us the right things. If it comes down to it, I'll just beat it out of him.
Jeez, so violent, runt. You should study how adults handle things. Don't you agree, undefeated champion of the UG match, Akira Kijima?
So you looked into me too.
Your mother is horror novelist Natsumi Kijima. Or I should say, foster mother. Your real mother's her older sister, Satomi. She passed away due to an illness 2 years ago. She wasn't officially married, so I couldn't find out who your father was.
Are you stalking me?
Hell no, this is insurance. It's to show that I know you very well. I could even let your mother know about your little part-time job.
You son of a... Cool it, Akira. This passage has a security camera. We won't be able to get it out of him if you hit him, and you'll end up worrying Miss Natsumi. Let me handle this. I would really like it if you didn't trouble my friend, Mr. Bond. Why are we here?
I want to know why we're going after a spirit back at Yamato Shrine. I truly doubt men your age like to dabble in the occult arts.
We're not exactly against telling you, but in exchange, we'd like to know what info you have on spirits. A mutual exchange. He stays silent for a while, then...
Well, fine.
You accepted that pretty fast.
Information on ghosts doesn't put food on the table.
You say that, but you seem eager.
grown-up matter. Anyway, hurry up and talk before I change my mind.
We tell him about what we've experienced so far. Ami disappearing, Kakia, the curse, the Arashima woman, and Kubitaro of Kintoki. Our story ends after we mention what we saw earlier tonight.
Kakia, huh? I know something of her. Nothing concrete, mind you.
Hey, tell us what you know. Who is she?
Hold your horses, Half-Pint. I don't look it, but I'm still a journalist. I need evidence before I share anything. Give me time to investigate.
He speaks quietly, but firmly. I can tell he's not dodging. Fine, but I don't have time. You gotta hurry.
I'll try. But rather than focusing on Kakia now, I'd say Kubitaro of Kintoki is the bigger problem. Aren't you gonna die when the time limit expires?
It won't be long until those mouths appear again, whispering death into my ears. The terrifying sensations of my skin wriggling and moving on its own. Just thinking about it makes me shudder.
I'll search for info on Kubitaro as well. He's rather obscure for a spirit, though, so I'm not sure how much I can dig up. Don't expect much.
Rather generous of you.
I have my reasons. Besides, I'm not running a charity. These things gotta go both ways. You need to tell me everything you learn about spirits. And no hiding anything from me, got it?
Yes, that's acceptable. Glad to see you're more understanding than expected, Mr. Bond.
Hey, I'm an Ome kid. Spirits and the Prince of Threats are different matters. I have other suspect rumors on you. I won't be generous with those.
We can go into all that another time. We look forward to hearing your Kubitaro info. If my friend were to die, by my family name of Amanome, I will chase you down.
What a scary brat you are, threatening adult. Well, I'll be going now. Don't die.
Bond walks off towards Shinza Station. Didn't expect him to cooperate that easily. Kakia is interested in you, so you're a valuable source of information for him. He'll be helpful for the most part. I can't exactly say that makes me happy. Bear with it. It's thanks to his interest that you have access to info and a connection. Oh, that's right. Amanome steps aside and takes out his phone. Hey, it's me. Everyone can fall back. Thanks for the hard work. Sorry about that. What was that about? Well, if he hadn't come to see reason, I was planning to invite him to my office. An emergency measure, you understand. It's a little visible. If your guys are here, then why did I have to bring you on my bike? The minor details aren't important. Come on, I need you to take me home. The last train's already left. I end up giving Amanome a ride again. Once I drop him off in front of the office, I drive straight home. Today's left me so exhausted. This file is updated. Divine protection from lightning. Cedar Brothers. Cop looking at hanged headless dog. Well beneath the tower has blood marks. And head to the Grand Kentucky on the 15th night. I'm tired. Better freshen up. Just a quick shower today. That was refreshing. Now I'm thirsty. I want to drink something. The refrigerator? I open the fridge and look inside. Looks like I have a bottle of tea. That'll do. As I go to close the fridge, I remember what's tucked in my bag. Maruhashi gave me some weird manju earlier. I like to toss them and forget them, but I guess I'll keep them in the fridge for now.
What to do while my hair dries?
Next we look at the bookshelf. I chugged the tea and placed the empty bottle on the table. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That scared the hell. Ugh. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of a book. There it is. I pick up Secret Indiscriminate Combat Techniques. I think I'll read this for a while. Where did I leave off? Blows to the mastoid disrupts semicircular canals to confirm that your opponent's off balance. Hello? The neighbor's dogs are barking. What the hell are they barking for this late at night? Open the curtain. Yes? Nothing. It stopped, finally. What the hell was that about? I don't feel like reading anymore. May as well just go to bed. Uh-oh. What was that? It came from the balcony. Oh boy. Open the curtain. Here we go. Handprints. Huh. This is a weird stain. Could it be like the ones I saw from the Rashma woman? Nah, I'm reading too much into it. I'm just gonna ignore the handprints on my window. Dad will be able to fall asleep right away, but I think I'll lie down anyway. I collapse on the bed and shut my eyes. I think back on what happened a few days ago. Strange things have been happening to me since I started looking into the Rashma woman rumor. If that's the case, could the thing earlier have something to do with Kubitaro of Kentucky? After everything that's happened today, I'm exhausted. Despite still being riled up, my consciousness drifts off immediately. Saving... Okay. Kentucky during the daytime is full of cop cars and excessive number of officers. But it's because of the incident with the headless dog last night. Looks like we'll have to keep our guard up even more tonight. When the sky bleeds into sunset, I make my way to the Black Rabbit like usual. Lights are already on at the bar. At the sound of the door, Aunt Natsumi stands up from the counter. Ah, Akira. I get a whiff of something that smells suspiciously like alcohol. Natsumi, have you been drinking? Maybe a little. I couldn't get any food down, so I thought I'd try and see if alcohol would. I'm sure it's not just to take the place of some kind of food. She's doing everything in her power, but there's been no progress regarding Ami. Meeting up with everyone again? Yeah, we get together here sometimes. It's unusual to see you with friends, Akira. You are usually alone whenever I see you. It's not that I don't like people. I'm just more comfortable when I'm by myself. I see. Well, just don't do anything reckless. Just then her phone rings. Hello, this is Natsumi. Alright, yes, I'll be there shortly. I'm going out for a bit. I hired a private detective, so I need to go listen to the daily report. Lock the door on your way out, okay? Aunt Natsumi gives a little wave and leaves. Her forced cheerfulness is painful to watch. What's worse is she can't hide the stagger in her step. A laptop is sitting on the counter. It's still on. Aunt Natsumi must have been using it. On the screen is a website asking for more info on missing people. Looks like she was reading the Shinzo Ward page. Ami's case hasn't been made publicly yet, so it's not up on the site yet. Most of those missing seem to be old folks and adults, though there are a few kids too. Half a year ago was as recent as they get, with some middle school kid missing. It was investigated as a kidnapping, like Ami, but it doesn't seem like the kid's been found yet. Kids disappearing one after the other with the adults not noticing. It's damn eerie. I'm not at the bar long before Amanome and Hazuki arrive, and at the same time. Good morning. I ran into Amanome at the station, so we decided to walk over together. Guess people in the industry feel the need to say good morning, regardless of the time. It still throws me off when I hear it at night.
Yo, how's it going? Well, that was a dumb question, considering your whole situation. Probably not great. No Marahashi today. I told him we canceled our meeting today. He was looking like he was gonna follow us again. I'm not too keen on walking around with that sweaty guy in the height of summer. Oh, speaking of Marahashi, I have a gift for you. That smile. I don't know about this. Is it another weird drink? Oh, is that what you wanted? Sorry, guess again. Here.
Obtained Kintoki Manju.
Not this again. You're so fed up. It's great. A present from Maruhashi. He asked me to give it to you. Seems he thinks you're a manju-loving comrade. I really don't need these.
Aw, he likes you. You just seem to draw people to you, don't you?
Want some manju, Hazuki?
Thanks, but I'm on a diet.
Oh, I see the laptop is out. Perfect. I wanted to do something. Bon contacted me earlier. He gave me a website URL. Said the incidents described on it are affiliated with Kubitaro of Kintoki.
Isn't Bon that journalist guy Isn't Bon that journalist guy who we were pretty sure was a jerk? Why is he helping us?
Well, yesterday.
I told Hazuki about last night. Boo, that's not fair. Amanome got to go on a ride with Kijima.
That's what you're upset about?
Middle-aged men don't interest me. Now, if they were missing limbs or transparent, then I'd bend my no flirting rule. Though no head is grounds for an immediate no.
Cut it out. I've had enough of missing heads with Kubitaro.
Amanome turns to the laptop and types in the URL he was given. Hey Kijima, internet URLs are kind of like magical incantations. You type in random letters and numbers and a website is displayed out of nowhere. I'm going to be very agreeable. Hopefully it doesn't go awry. That wide smile must mean you completely understand, am I right? Computers are so mysterious. Data being made up of only zeros and ones just sounds so magical and wondrous to me.
Hey, stop babbling about dumb things and take a look.
In big red letters on a black background is a straight-to-the-point heading. The Truth of Kintoki's Legend of Kubitaro.
Bon says that apparently this web page doesn't show up with a normal search. It's something called a hidden page.
I guess that adds to the fun of a horror site. It gives it a sort of secret feel. Adds to the realism.
And this is where my job ends. I'll leave reading it to you guys. You know my stance on horror stories and the like. Summarize it for me later.
That guy really doesn't like ghosts. Rolling my eyes, I begin to read. Kubitaro was a large man who lived back when Kintoki was called Kintoki Village. A vicious murderer, he killed numerous people and animals, chopping off their heads. That's the established theory regarding Kubitaro. However, that is not the truth. This writer believes Kubitaro was a large girl of superhuman strength, born to the landowner of Kintoki Village. She was dull-witted but violent, and it appears true that she chopped animal heads off for fun. But she didn't attack people. The residents considered her a bother, but couldn't complain due to her station. Behind her back, they called her Kubitaro for her large stature and violent nature. Oh my gosh. There's a reason why the truth warped into the rumor of a large man who's a vicious murderer. Apparently, Kubitaro did something that touched on the taboo of the village. And that's how Kubitaro died. Her father silenced the village with a gag order in order to hide the family shame. Time passed, the truth stayed hidden, and from the scraps of info, a vicious murderer was born. That's the truth behind the rumor of Kubitaro that the people of Kintoki believe today. Not really a horror story. This feels more like a validation of the truth. These things are nice too, like a good mystery. No ghosts or curses from the dead. I stayed on guard for nothing. So you read it anyway? Well, I was bored. This all feels more believable than the vicious murderer story Maruhashi told us. If we assume this theory is correct, then the biggest surprise is that Kubitaro was a girl. Not exactly what you expect from a girl. It's far from what normal boys do too, chopping heads off animals. It does make you wonder though. What did Kubitaro do that touched on that taboo? We could think on this forever, and there'd still be no way we know for sure. But now I'm curious. Is this connected to the death of Kubitaro? It might be a clue to something like with the Rashra woman. No point to musing on this any further. We should go to Kintoki first. Yeah. We decide to head to the station for now. Update. Large man known as Kubitaro collected heads. Human ones unknown. Fluctuation in rumors. Not a man, actually a girl. Superhuman, landowner's daughter. Did something taboo, kept secret to hide shame. To no one's surprise, there aren't a lot of people out at midnight. But a glance at the police station tells a different story from last night. They certainly look busy. Yeah, makes sense after what happened. I swung by Kintoki around noon, and there were cop cars everywhere. I'd assume so. If security's gonna be tight, we can't be half-hearted in our investigation. We need an objective. So, what should we do? If we're investigating Kubitaro, then I think we'll have to open that well. We didn't have time yesterday, but how about taking a look at the well by Kintoki Tower? Kubitaro might be hiding something in there. Oh, that's right. Plus, the area around Kintoki Tower used to have the Kintoki Cedars. There must be a reason why Kubitaro's seen there so often. Okay, so we're heading to Kintoki Tower again. Security's heavier than yesterday, so let's turn back if it looks like the cops want to question us. I agree. After all, I brought a troublesome little thing with me. What are you talking about? Amanome turns around and lifts his shirt a bit to show what's tucked into his waistband. The guy seems to have an automatic pistol. A gun? Isn't that going too far? I'll have you know that this is an intricately modified gun. If I don't unlock the secret mechanism, it won't shoot. You can't even pull the trigger. Regardless, it's probably a good idea to have some kind of weapon for protection, right? Do you actually believe something like that would work? They aren't from this world. Amanome's never been face-to-face with the Urashima woman. I get why'd he want the safety of a weapon, but we'll be in deep shit if we're caught and they confiscate it. Well then, we better not get caught. Sorry, but I did not see and have no knowledge of what you have tucked in your pants. That's fine. I'll just say I secretly bought it. We better get going. We still have a ways to go before we reach Kintoki Tower. Amanome or Hazuki? Who do I take with me on the investigation? It says we need to bring Amanome again. Right, let's go. Be careful.
Oh, you know what? We might find new things at places we've already investigated. So let's check them again as we go.
And I'm gonna stop it here. Save. Like last time, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry again that there's no visuals, but PS4 says it must be blocked. And I don't have a capture card available at the moment. So, thank you for watching, and catch you next time where we, investigate this large woman. Take care.